So one thing that I heard growing up in the Central Valley, especially in Bakersfield, was that if the big one came, it wasn't necessarily the earthquake or like all the fires and, other emergencies that would happen afterwards that would cause the most havoc. It was the breaking of the dam and all the flooding that would happen afterwards, because everything is being controlled by man. All the rivers and that man-made lake that isn't really supposed to be there would just flood all at once, and we would drown after the earthquake instead of burn like the people out in LA. So they have to deal with, the man-made wildfires from all of the electrical activity. But the Central Valley folk would definitely have to worry about drowning. So it's another reason why dams aren't the greatest thing, although it does control the water. At what cost?
Two things can be true at once. One, dams are horrible for the environment and the wildlife in and around them. And two, dams are a pretty impressive feat of engineering when they don't fail. California moves water through a complex infrastructure system, including the State Water Project and Central Valley Project, which uses dams, reservoirs, canals, and pumping plants to transport water from northern areas of surplus to mostly Southern California. California has more than 1,400 named dams, nearly 1,300 reservoirs, and thousands of miles of canals as part of its extensive water infrastructure.
So I'm out near the Bouquet Reservoir, and it's on your way to Lancaster for 1038. This is like, there's crazy winds going on, so I think I'm gonna head on and continue following the aqueduct. There's several reservoirs that weave in and out through the mountains there, and then you can hike along the aqueduct. So I'm also gonna do that next after I finish this hike. But yeah, it's a large reservoir.
Dams, reservoirs, and canals in California can disrupt river ecosystems, emit greenhouse gases like methane, fragment habitats, and alter biochemical cycles, leading to soil erosion, species extinction, and other environmental issues. And like I mentioned while I was hiking around the man-made Lake Isabella, dams have also caused horrific flooding and disasters when they break.
So I'm on the California Aqueduct Trail, and I'm on the paved portion, and it just follows the aqueduct for miles and miles, however long you want to go out and back. But there's also a trail right next to it that I was on that goes through some nature areas. You see cacti, wildflowers, and small little animals. And it's just like right next to all the houses here in Palmdale. But it's a beautiful day. It's not too hot because I got up and I beat the heat a little bit. So yeah, just miles and miles of aqueduct.
California has experienced several notable dam failures, including the 1928 St. Francis Dam collapse, the 1963 Baldwin Hills Dam breach, and the 1971 Lower San Fernando Dam damage, as well as the 2017 Oroville Dam spillway incident. All dam failures haven't been recorded, but as of January 6, 2025, the Association of State Dam Safety Officials have logged 8 dam failures in California since 1916 and 486 failures out of the 1,344 dams that have had recorded issues in the U.S. since 1874.
So I stayed over at Keysville Beach Dispersed Campsite, and the campground itself is really beautiful. There's a beautiful river running through it, and enough spots. It's very packed, very busy. But because of that, the bathrooms here look like they haven't been cleaned since the 90s. But you can see on the log that people regularly come and clean. It's just, there's so many people. The bathrooms are absolutely disgusting. No toilet paper, nothing. So I'm actually going to go look for other bathroom sites. Hopefully they've cleaned other bathrooms like around the campgrounds, maybe that are paid. Um, but yeah, definitely it's a cool dispersed campsite. You don't have to pay for anything, but that's at the cost of having the most horrific bathroom experience. So I actually yelped when I went in. I'm usually toilets are vault toilets. I expect what I expect, but that one especially like felt like, I don't know, like a nightmare from hell. So I'm not going this morning, even though that I have to go. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. Maybe even nature it. Like that's cool too. There's a couple spots over there. Anything is cleaner than the bathroom there at that dispersed campsite. So keep that in mind when you're camping in the area. But otherwise, it is super beautiful.
At any moment, an earthquake or impact can drown a city and kill thousands of people. Several dams have been removed in California, including the 4 dams on the lower Klamath River completed in 2023 and 2024, and the San Clemente Dam on the Carmel River demolished in 2015, with more removals planned for the future. The only thing that is lost with these removals are vacation communities or towns that make money off of people visiting these man-made waterways to recreate. However, the future of the environment and the safety of the people that surround these dams are far more important than making a buck off of boaters on the water.
So I'm on top of Isabella Peak, and it's like just a really short hike. The lake itself is about 2,500 feet up. It's man-made, it's a reservoir, and it holds the Isabella Dam that controls the water flow for the Kern River. And this is like the southern part of the Sierra Nevada. It doesn't really snow here. It is cooler right now. You don't really see the sun out. It's overcast, but it's still a nice day. Like, it's a great day for a hike. It was the campground, even though the bathroom situation wasn't great, but the campground itself was beautiful. It was right along the Kern River. You can hear the water flowing all night, and everyone in the town is super nice. You get cell reception everywhere, so it's just like a really relaxing, easy lake day, lake hike, and yeah. The surrounding area is even more beautiful. I suggest you camp and hike further up into the mountains, where the mountains that are in between the desert and this area. It's so beautiful. You get to see a mix of cactus and different evergreen trees, and you see all the wildflowers like along the different trails and pathways. But I think it's worth it to kind of go further out into nature if you can.